Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that might sound like a good thing at first, but can actually be a sign that something more serious is going on in your body. I'm talking about unexplained weight loss. We live in a culture that often celebrates losing weight, but when it happens without any changes to your diet or exercise routine, it's your body's way of sending up a flare, a signal that you need to pay attention. It's a subtle shift on the scale, a looseness in your clothes, a comment from a friend, small things that add up to a significant question: what's happening inside of me? This isn't about causing alarm, but about empowering you with knowledge, and understanding the potential reasons behind unexpected weight loss is the first step toward taking control of your health. It's about looking beyond the number on the scale and listening to the complex, intricate story your body is trying to tell you. We're going to walk through some of the most common and some of the less common medical reasons this might be happening. This journey is about connecting the dots, understanding the symptoms, and knowing when it's crucial to start a conversation with your doctor. Think of this video as a starting point, a guide to help you make sense of the changes you're observing. We'll explore how different systems in your body, from your hormones to your heart, can influence your weight in ways you might never have imagined. Our goal is to demystify the process, to replace uncertainty with clarity, and to equip you with the information you need to be your own best health advocate. So, let's begin this important discussion and explore what might be going on when the pounds seem to be melting away on their own. So, what exactly do we mean by unexplained weight loss? It's not about losing a pound or two after a stressful week or a bout of the flu. In the medical world, we start to pay close attention when a person loses more than 5% of their total body weight over a period of 6 to 12 months without actively trying. For someone who weighs 160 pounds, that's a loss of 8 pounds or more. For a 200-pound person, it's 10 pounds. This isn't weight loss from a new diet or hitting the gym more often. This is your body changing its baseline, its set point, for reasons that aren't immediately obvious. It's a persistent, unintentional drop that signals an underlying shift in your body's physiology. This kind of weight loss is what we call a non-specific symptom, meaning it can be linked to a wide range of conditions, from the relatively minor to the very serious. That's why it's so important not to ignore it or simply celebrate it. Your body is an incredibly complex machine, and weight is a key indicator of its overall balance and function. When that balance is disrupted enough to cause a noticeable, sustained drop in weight, it's a clear message that something has changed internally. It's a call to action, prompting a necessary conversation with your doctor to begin the process of investigation and find out what's truly going on. One of the first places doctors often look when investigating unexplained weight loss is a small butterfly-shaped gland in your neck, the thyroid. This gland acts as the engine of your body, producing hormones that regulate your metabolism. When you have a condition called hyperthyroidism, your thyroid gland goes into overdrive, producing too much of these hormones. Think of it like pressing the accelerator on your car's engine and never letting up. Your body's entire metabolic rate speeds up dramatically, causing you to burn through calories at an accelerated pace, even when you're at rest. This often leads to significant weight loss, even if you find your appetite has actually increased. But the effects of an overactive thyroid don't stop at weight loss. That metabolic surge affects your entire system. You might feel a constant sense of nervous energy, anxiety, or irritability. Your hands might tremble, and you could become more sensitive to heat, sweating more than usual. Many people also experience a racing or pounding heartbeat known as palpitations, which can be quite unsettling. You might also notice changes in your sleep patterns, thinning hair, or muscle weakness. It's a constellation of symptoms, all pointing back to this small but powerful gland working too hard. Another common culprit behind unexpected weight loss is diabetes, particularly type 1, but it can also occur with uncontrolled type 2. In a healthy body, the hormone insulin acts like a key, unlocking your cells to let glucose or sugar in for energy. When you have diabetes, either your body doesn't produce enough insulin or it can't use the insulin it produces effectively. This means that glucose can't get into your cells to be used as fuel. It stays trapped in your bloodstream, leading to high blood sugar levels. Your body, starved for energy despite the abundance of sugar, thinks it's starving and starts looking for alternative fuel sources. In this state of perceived starvation, your body begins to break down fat and muscle tissue for energy. This process, known as catabolism, is what causes the significant and often rapid weight loss. You're literally burning your own body mass for fuel. This is often accompanied by other classic signs of diabetes. Because your kidneys are working overtime to filter and flush out the excess sugar from your blood, you'll likely experience extreme thirst and frequent urination. The lack of available energy for your cells also leads to profound fatigue and weakness, and you might even have blurred vision as high sugar levels affect the lenses of your eyes. Imagine eating a healthy, nutrient-rich diet, but your body is unable to actually absorb those vital nutrients. This is the reality for people with celiac disease, an autoimmune disorder triggered by consuming gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. When someone with celiac disease eats gluten, their immune system launches an attack not on the gluten itself, but on the lining of the small intestine. This attack damages and flattens the tiny finger-like projections called villi, which are essential for absorbing nutrients from food. Over time, this damage severely compromises your body's ability to get the vitamins, minerals, fats, and proteins it needs to function. This malabsorption is a primary driver of unexplained weight loss in celiac disease. You might be eating a normal or even increased amount of food, but because the nutrients are passing right through you, your body is effectively starving. This can also lead to a host of other digestive issues such as chronic diarrhea, bloating, gas, and abdominal pain. Beyond the gut, the lack of nutrients can cause widespread problems, including anemia from iron deficiency, osteoporosis from poor calcium and vitamin D absorption, and severe fatigue. For many, weight loss is one of the first clues that leads to a diagnosis and the start of a strict lifelong gluten-free diet. Sometimes the reason for your unexplained weight loss isn't a new disease, but a new prescription. Many medications can have weight loss as a potential side effect, and they can do this in a couple of different ways. Some drugs, like certain thyroid medications or stimulants used to treat ADHD, can directly increase your body's metabolism. This means you burn more calories throughout the day, which can lead to a gradual drop in weight if you don't increase your food intake to compensate. It's a direct impact on your body's energy expenditure. Other medications work by affecting your appetite. Certain antidepressants, chemotherapy drugs, or even some medications for diabetes can cause nausea or simply reduce your desire to eat. When you don't feel hungry, you naturally eat less, and the resulting calorie deficit leads to weight loss. It's crucial to be aware of the potential side effects of any new medication you start. If you notice a significant change in your weight or appetite after beginning a new treatment, it's not something to ignore. Have a conversation with your doctor. They can help determine if the medication is the cause and may be able to adjust the dosage or switch you to a different drug that doesn't have the same effect on your weight. We often talk about the mental and emotional toll of stress, but it's important to remember that profound psychological stress can have very real, very physical consequences. Major life events, the loss of a loved one, a divorce, losing a job, or even a period of intense professional pressure can trigger a cascade of physiological responses in your body. Your body enters a fight or flight mode, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This state of high alert can suppress your appetite, making food seem unappealing. It can also lead to digestive upset or an increase in nervous energy and fidgeting, which burns more calories. For many people, this weight loss is temporary. As you begin to process the stressful event and your body returns to a state of equilibrium, your appetite and weight typically normalize. However, if the stress is chronic or you're struggling to cope, the weight loss can persist and become a health concern in its own right. It's a sign that your body is under a prolonged state of duress. If you notice that your weight continues to drop long after a major life event, or if you're experiencing ongoing anxiety or depression, it's vital to seek support. Talking to a therapist, counselor, or your doctor can help you develop coping strategies to manage the stress, which is essential for both your mental and physical well-being. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease, which means the body's immune system, designed to fight off invaders like bacteria and viruses, mistakenly attacks its own healthy tissues and organs. This chronic inflammation can affect many different parts of the body, including the joints, skin, kidneys, and the digestive system. When lupus affects the gastrointestinal tract, it can cause inflammation that interferes with your body's ability to properly absorb nutrients from the food you eat. This condition, known as malabsorption, means that even with a healthy diet, your body isn't getting the fuel it needs, which can lead to gradual unexplained weight loss. Furthermore, the disease itself can simply make you feel unwell, leading to a decreased appetite. The persistent fatigue, joint pain, and general malaise that often accompany a lupus flare-up can make the idea of preparing and eating a meal feel overwhelming. The body is also expending a significant amount of energy to fuel the constant inflammatory process, which can further contribute to a calorie deficit and weight loss. So it's often a combination of factors: poor nutrient absorption, loss of appetite, and an increased energy demand from the disease itself, all contributing to that unintentional drop on the scale. Deep within your body, sitting atop your kidneys, are the adrenal glands. These small glands have a massive job producing essential hormones, including cortisol and aldosterone. Addison's disease is a rare disorder that occurs when your adrenal glands don't produce enough of these hormones. Cortisol, often known as the stress hormone, plays a crucial role in helping your body respond to stress, but it also helps regulate blood pressure, inflammation, and your body's use of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. When cortisol levels are too low, it can have a profound impact on your appetite and metabolism. One of the most prominent symptoms of Addison's disease is a significant loss of appetite, which naturally leads to unintentional weight loss. You simply don't feel like eating. This is often accompanied by a range of other debilitating symptoms. Many people experience extreme fatigue, muscle weakness, and low blood pressure, which can cause dizziness upon standing. Digestive issues are also very common, including nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. These symptoms can develop slowly over months, making them easy to dismiss at first. But the combination of appetite loss and gastrointestinal distress makes weight loss a nearly universal feature of the condition. It's a word that no one wants to hear, but it's an important part of this conversation. Unexplained weight loss can sometimes be one of the first noticeable signs of cancer. This can happen for several reasons. The cancer cells themselves are growing uncontrollably, and this rapid growth requires a tremendous amount of energy. The cancer essentially hijacks the body's resources, increasing its overall energy expenditure, or what we call its resting metabolic rate. Your body is burning more calories just to exist, fueling the growth of the tumor. This phenomenon, known as cancer cachexia, is a complex metabolic syndrome that leads to the loss of both fat and muscle. Furthermore, cancer can directly affect your digestive system. Tumors in or near the stomach, pancreas, or intestines can cause feelings of fullness, pain, or nausea, making it difficult to eat. They can also interfere with the way your body digests food and absorbs nutrients. Beyond the direct physical effects, the body's immune system mounts a response to the cancer. It releases substances called cytokines, which can cause inflammation, reduce appetite, and further promote the breakdown of muscle and fat. It's this multifaceted assault on the body's resources and functions that makes significant unexplained weight loss such a key warning sign that warrants immediate medical investigation. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, is a group of lung diseases, including emphysema and chronic bronchitis, that make it difficult to breathe. While we primarily think of COPD in terms of its respiratory symptoms like coughing and shortness of breath, it can also have a profound impact on a person's weight. The simple act of breathing, something most of us do without a second thought, becomes a laborious effort for someone with advanced COPD. The muscles used for breathing have to work much harder, and this increased workload can burn up to 10 times more calories than it would for a person with healthy lungs. This dramatic increase in energy expenditure is a major reason for weight loss in COPD patients. At the same time, the symptoms of the disease can make eating a challenge. Feeling short of breath can make it difficult to chew and swallow. A chronic cough or excess mucus production can interfere with the taste of food and your desire to eat. Many people with COPD also experience bloating or a feeling of fullness after eating just a small amount, partly because a hyperinflated lung can press down on the stomach. This combination of burning more calories while taking in fewer calories creates a significant energy deficit, leading to often severe and progressive weight loss. When we hear the term heart failure, we often picture a sudden, catastrophic event, but more often it's a chronic condition where the heart muscle becomes weakened and can no longer pump blood as efficiently as it should. This reduced blood flow affects every organ system in the body, including the digestive tract. When the gut doesn't receive an adequate supply of oxygen-rich blood, it can't function properly. This can lead to a host of digestive problems that contribute directly to weight loss. The walls of the stomach and intestines can become swollen with fluid, a condition called gut edema. This swelling interferes with the absorption of nutrients from your food. It can also make you feel full very quickly, even after eating only a small amount of food, a symptom known as early satiety. You might also experience nausea or abdominal pain, further suppressing your appetite. The body is also working much harder just to circulate blood, burning extra calories in the process. This specific combination of poor nutrient absorption, loss of appetite, and increased energy demand when it leads to severe weight and muscle loss in heart failure patients is known as cardiac cachexia, a serious complication that signals advanced disease. We've covered a lot of ground today, from hormonal imbalances to the intricate workings of our immune and digestive systems. The key takeaway is this: your body is constantly communicating with you, and unexplained weight loss is one of its clearest signals. It's not a symptom to be dismissed or ignored. While it can be caused by something as manageable as stress, it can also be the first sign of a more serious condition that needs medical attention. Listening to this signal and taking action is one of the most powerful things you can do for your long-term health. Don't let fear or uncertainty stop you from seeking answers. Your journey to understanding starts with a simple yet crucial step: talking to your doctor. Be prepared to share how much weight you've lost and over what period, along with any other symptoms you've been experiencing, no matter how unrelated they may seem. This information is a critical part of the diagnostic puzzle. Remember, you are the foremost expert on your own body. You know what feels normal for you, and you are your own best advocate. This video is meant to be a resource, a starting point for that conversation, not a substitute for professional medical advice. Thank you for spending this time with me today to explore this important topic. Taking the time to educate yourself is a profound act of self-care. It's about building a partnership with your body, one based on awareness and respect. It's my hope that this information has empowered you to be more attuned to the signals your body sends and to feel more confident in seeking the care you need. Your health story is yours to write, and every chapter matters. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into your health and well-being.